Welcome everybody to the watering cooler. If you're not familiar with what a watering cooler is, well, it is this nice machine here that spits out water. More importantly, the watering cooler is a place where rumors are spread. If you've ever been in an office building, or if you've worked in an office, or your parents worked in an office, or you know somebody that works in an office, this is how it works. You all go to the watering cooler. I guess now it's more like a coffee machine, whatever it is, a break room. People go there and they, this is a watering cooler. Like, hey, hear about Susie? Oh yeah, she got real drunk last night. Oh, Tommy forgot to do his report. He's gonna get fired. Bill, he's top of the company. He's about to get promoted. And that's where the rumor spread is here at the watering cooler. So what better way than to do Monday through Friday and have the watering cooler spread so I can give you all the news, rumors, and stuff about wrestling. So welcome to the watering cooler, June 5th, 2015. Now let's talk about something very important. I feel like my channel's turning into a Kevin Owens channel, but there's a lot going on with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had that amazing match at Elimination Chamber with John Cena. Hey, did you see that match? That was awesome. It was awesome. It was good stuff. So, where does that lead Kevin Owens? Well, this was sort of like a testing for Kevin Owens, I believe. I believe WWE was like, all right, let's do it, let's see. And he's a Triple H guy, so he's going to go far. So Kevin Owens up on the main roster at Elimination Chamber. And what does that mean? That means he's going up to the main roster. Yes! Finally, Kevin Owens is going up to the main roster. He has actually transitioned over to a main roster contract, but he is not done with NXT television. That's right. WWE likes him so much they want to use him for NXT live specials, you know, the takeover stuff, and they want to use him for big TV stuff. Basically, anytime they want to have a big television, or they want to do that. And hey, he's still the NXT champion, so you can't count him out yet. He hasn't even lost that title. Got a big title defense coming up in Tokyo, though. Is he going to be able to defend that in Tokyo against Finn Balor? I don't know. I think that might be the end of Kevin Owens' title reign. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. A lot of people think he might have a program with Samoa Joe coming up, but I think it's time Kevin Owens drop that title, come up to the main roster, and be a full-time roster member. So, that's something awesome. And something even more awesome is that WWE, I believe Triple H more likely, I don't know for fact if Triple H is the main guy behind NXT and WWE. You always see him on those specials on the ESPN thing talking about how great NXT is, the young guys, the talent, he's mentoring them, he's in the board meetings, blah, blah. It's like his pet project. Well, continue doing what you do at Triple H because it's awesome. So, back to my previous thought. Kevin Owens is so high in regards to Triple H and NXT and WWE and all of them that he is going to be the #2 heel in the company behind Seth Rollins. #2 heel in the company. Number two, right behind the WWE champion. And what does that mean? The NXT titles is highly regarded as the WWE championship? I don't know. I guess so. But the wonderful thing about Kevin Owens, and this is what I really, really love about the Kevin Owens story, and it's not just the fact that he's Kevin fucking Steen, Ring of Honor superstar, who indie darling, blah, 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 Young Bucks, Mount Rushmore, PWD, all that stuff. It's his story. Kevin Owens' story is a story that everybody can get behind. And he just does these little nuances that I love, that are so compelling with Kevin Owens that I will say he is one of the top heels in all of professional wrestling today. And he has earned his craft, and let's talk about this. Just look at Kevin Owens. He doesn't look like a superstar, but he is. He wears a t-shirt and gym shorts. He's wearing the same outfit I'm wearing, but he rolls with it. And here's the thing about Kevin Owens that I really, really like about his story. It's very personal. It's very, very relatable. Anybody out there can believe what they believe. The one story aspect that I love about Kevin Owens is it's so real. It's like, I am fighting for my family. And he goes out there and he says, you know what? Most kids idolize their dad. If you have a good father, your dad is a hero that you look up to. He said, my son, he doesn't idolize me. He looks up to John Cena. Holy crap. That is a story I can get behind. Somebody whose son likes another wrestler over them? I mean, Kevin Owens is in the WWE right now just to fight and earn money for his family. That's why he's doing everything he's doing. It's such a great, compelling story that you could believe and you could buy, and I think that aspect of wrestling has been lost. The aspect of you win the world championship, you earn more money. That's something that is gone and dead, and it needs to be back, and Kevin Owens is bringing it back, and I love it. Think of it this way. We all go out there and do a job. We do what we want, but at the end of the day, you have to earn money. They've lost that aspect of wrestling. Too much has been like, I hate you, you hate me, let's fight. Why can't they just fight to feed their family? Why can't it be such a simple story as Kevin Owens' story, where he traveled the world? He's been in the business as long as John Cena. Hell, he might have even been a little bit longer. So, what makes John Cena the veteran? Just because he was in WWE? Hey, I've been wrestling around the world. I've been doing my craft all over the place, and I'm just as good as you, if not better. And that's a story I can get behind, and that's why Kevin Owens is so compelling, and that's why he's deserving of being up on that main spot in the main roster. So I think WWE, the future of WWE is in the right hands. If Triple H is really running things, as soon as Vince McMahon completely phases out of the main roster and Triple H starts taking over the main roster, I think we're going to be in a great place. Wrestling was on a down period for so many years with John Cena at the top. I'm not going to blame it on John Cena. Hell, John Cena was the one thing keeping the company together. And if you disagree with me on that, you are 100% wrong. You can hate John Cena all you want. You can hate that he's got 5 moves of doom or whatever it is. That's fine. We don't have to like John Cena. You're a wrestling fan. You can have your own opinion. But you can't doubt the fact that John Cena was keeping the WWE together when there wasn't anybody else on the roster. Before The Shield, before, you know, there was like CM Punk, even before that, there was not many top guys on the roster. And Kevin Owens coming in, making that story with John Cena, but hey, your time is up, my time is now. That may be true. You know, John Cena was there to hold the company together when there wasn't that top talent. Yes, he was hogging the title. Yes, there was Randy Orton. Yes, there was Batista. There was other guys that came and gone, but they never stayed as constant as John Cena. Now it's the time for Cena to phase out. He was doing the US Open Challenge and he was doing all this garbage, and I didn't think anything was going to come of it, but they've been doing a great job with it. The US Open Challenge is something that they've turned into a positive. He's gone out there and had awesome matches with great top tier talent, mid-card talent, low talent. You get Zack Ryder out there doing a 450 splash to try and ooh and ah and perk some eyes out there because he wants to continue to be a WWE superstar. And this is what that John Cena Open Challenge was doing. And now with Kevin Owens coming, this is what I said. I said if that Open Challenge doesn't make a superstar, it's the dumbest thing ever. And this US Open Challenge is gonna make Kevin Owens the top #2, if not #1 heel in the company. I think Brock Lesnar might be up there as #3, but he's not around constantly. I think we're getting at a point in wrestling where you don't always have to be around. The rules don't always have to be the same for wrestling. Why? Why do you have to do the WWE mold and do the things that are going on? I mean, look at the way Samoa Joe was working, but now Samoa Joe has a full-time WWE contract, so he can't do the Samoa Joe deal because brought in Samoa Joe, sold some merchandise. They're like, oh my God, they sold a lot of merchandise. A lot of merchandise. So what do? Snatched him right up to a long-term NXT deal where he can only work NXT. He's going to finish his dates. He's going to do his Ring of Honor match with AJ Styles and Kazarian and Daniels. But, you know what? This is just a great time to be a wrestling fan. I mean, there's so much wrestling products out there with ROH getting a TV deal. You have Lucha Underground. You have PWG. You have every independent wrestling promotion out there, including Magnum Pro. youtube.com/Magnum Wrestling. But here's what I will say as my final water cooler thoughts for you guys. Kevin Owens signed a main roster deal with WWE. Kevin Owens gonna be the #2 heel in the company, and Kevin Owens is breaking the mold for everybody else. Back in the past, you had to kind of forget their independent wrestling days, but now they're embracing it. The internet brings out the smart fans. The smart fans are not dumb. We know what goes on. It's Kevin fucking Steen. We know that past. Why hide it? Let's accentuate the positive. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Watering Cooler. I got on a little rant here and went off topic, but the big takeaway from this is Kevin Owens signing a main roster deal, going to be the #2 heel in the company, and he's still going to work NXT live events. So anyway, guys, cheers to you. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back on Monday with another episode of the Watering Cooler.